Chef Michael and restaurateur Ganesh are here to challenge our biggest spenders.
They're not even looking at the prices.
I was 100 off.
Do we have 100 to be 100 off?
Transforming kitchens.
We're not allowed anything.
Seaweed salad. Who are they trying to kid?
And boosting nutrition.
Looks very healthy, green.
I don't like the taste.
All to save our hard-earned cash.
It's so cheap.
This is amazing. I'm so pleased with myself.
We get revealing expert help.
55% of that sauce is sugar.
And even let you guys in on the act.
I love it.
It's time we all learned to eat well for less.
Delicious.
Thank you.
Meet a couple of empty nesters using their financial freedom to misbehave with takeaways.
Ignorance is bliss.
And there's hardly any dishes afterwards.
Can Mike and Ganesh bring some much-needed order to meal times?
More chippies than meat.
The vegetables.
For the sake of Jane and Bernie's health. This week you find us in Te Atatu Peninsula, West Auckland, with Jane and Bernie, a carefree couple who both work for Auckland Transport. With the kids flown the coop, the dreaded empty nest takeaway meals for two have crept in. So Jane's daughter Kim and granddaughter Lola think it's time for an almighty change.
My daughter put our name forward for Eat Well for Less. Kim was really concerned, and probably still is, about our eating habits, to the point where she was even thinking of bringing meals over.
Kim and Lola were open about it and said, hey, we want you guys to be around for longer.
Eating through the week is pretty bad.
Jane and Bernie's love of takeaways and treats is a serious case of too much of a bad thing. And Kim and Lola are desperate for them to change.
The conversation is, do you feel like cooking? Not really. What should we have tonight? And then it's the big decision. Which of the multiple choice takeaway outlets are we going to get from tonight?
And there's hardly any dishes afterwards. Oh, hi, can I order a takeout, please?
Phone order, please.
1 fettuccine carbonara.
2 chips.
A combination chow mein, please.
1 butter chicken mild.
1 Italian salad.
2 chicken nuggets.
Chicken fried rice.
2 squid rings, please.
Thank you.
That'd be great.
Bye.
See you then.
We're concerned for their health, looking at the way they eat. There's a lot of takeaways, not a lot of vegetables.
It's not good the way that they're eating currently, and being on the show could help them and help them see what we are seeing.
We just really want them to, be around for a long time.
Between the weekly trips to Macca's, the local Indian takeaways and the trusty Turkish, it all adds up to an eye-watering weekly spend.
Do you do a falafel salad?
Yeah.
In terms of costs, we don't really keep a track, and ignorance is bliss. You don't worry about what you don't know.
And we don't want to add it up. We might get a fright.
Breaking the fast food habit will benefit both their wallet and their waistlines.
Health is first and foremost.
Yeah, I agree with that, absolutely. Money's not such an issue. Health and quality of life are the 2 keys.
Changing their shopping habit is the first step to kickstart this health kick. Rumour has it this might be the quickest shop ever on Eat Well for Less. Chef Michael and restaurateur Ganesh are watching closely from their secret spot in the stockroom.
Here we go.
You like your mandarins, so you get them. I think I've still got avocado. Okay, cabbage, carrots. Lola loves those.
Yep.
Carrots in a bag.
They're quite pretty, though.
Yeah, but look, I bet they're super expensive.
Potatoes?
Just a couple, eh? Because they have that. I think we're okay vegetable-wise now, aren't
I think so.
we? Yep.
That's it.
Finito.
For 7 days.
No more fruit and veg.
Yeah.
Silverside.
That one, eh?
Yeah,
Okay.
mince.
That one,
really?
that one's got the least fat in it that you like. That's
You
all right.
usually put it on a sandwich.
That's it. So we have silverside, we have mince.
And some vegetables.
And some veggies.
Something's not right.
Ooh, chippies.
More chippies than meat.
The vegetables.
Oh, vanilla, this one?
Yep.
Yum. Gotta have my coffee.
How much is that box?
Too much money, too much sugar.
I think we're pretty much done,
I think
actually.
we're done. We're all good for another week.
We're all good for another week.
There's no way.
That is by far the smallest trolley we've ever seen.
You're so right. Let's go sort this.
Okay.
Time for a tiny shop takedown.
Hello, everybody.
G'day.
Oh, my
G'day,
goodness.
Ganesh.
How are you?
Michael.
Nice to meet you, Jane.
Jane.
Ganesh, nice
Lovely
to meet
to meet
you. Oh, my
Bernie,
gosh.
pleasure to meet you, Bernie. You well?
Yes, yes. Well, should we walk with you and then you can finish your shop?
No, we're done.
This is us.
You are not.
We're
There's
done.
nothing in there.
No.
So you're telling me this is all your weekly shop?
Yeah, we
yeah.
got stuff at home still.
But where's your meals?
Well, I've got a silver cider mince in here. Oh, that's the granddaughter.
You could get a meal out of that, couldn't you?
That and that.
Oh, delicious. Okay, let's go look.
have a look.
With Mike and Ganesh on the till, let's get scanning.
This is going to be frightening. Is this you? Is this the...
That's
Great.
me and the granddaughter dipped in Philly cheese.
Yeah.
That's $4.
But they're
Carrots.
so sweet. They're little sweet carrots.
They're only sweet because they're calling you in their little packet. The regular ones are beautiful, I promise you. Angus beef, prime meat.
Ooh, this is delicious mince. And $10 worth of delicious mince.
$10, eh?
That's why we don't look at the price.
That's why we don't look at the prices. Oh, no. Look at the sugar on there.
10% of your daily intake is in one serving.
So how often would you have this?
Probably twice a day.
So 20% of your daily sugar is in those.
Yeah. I add vanilla syrup. Yeah.
I felt like a pain just then. Not a lot, but a little.
And those are $14.
That pain just went up, guys. Okay, then. Lollies you can spread.
Yes, premium.
More lollies you can spread. Hidden lollies you can spread.
These have so much. That's
I
that
know.
word
Look,
sweet.
have a
should be
look. How
bigger.
much sugar is there? How much
Sugar in here is 41 per hundy, so that much of that is sugar.
All right, so we have a little number there. How much do you think you've spent today?
I reckon that's about 125, 128.
And what do you think?
I'd probably say 120.
Really?
Yeah.
So they already expected to be quite low.
It's extremely low.
It's, well, because of the takeout that we have.
Well, let me show you what the number is. You want to see what the number is?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh.
155, but that's not an O number.
No.
That's a why is it so low
It's
number?
almost a concerning number. You know, I don't see value in 155. I see worry in there's only 2 meals in there.
Yeah.
Where's the other 5 meals coming from?
Yeah.
155 for 2 meals. You're right. That's not value. That's not good, is it?
Let's go home and let's figure out how we can teach you to cook some food, make this better.
Yeah.
At best, for $155, we got 2 meals, so that's $75. Or possibly squeezing hard 3 at $50 each. That's not value, is it? It's a lot of money for a lot of snacks and nibbles, and that's about it.
Michael and Ganesh run ahead for a sneaky poke around Jane and Bernie's kitchen.
The pantry.
Hello, pantry.
Hola.
Hello, pantry.
Hello, lonely pantry.
There's not much in here, is there?
Bit of spices.
There's nothing to kind of go right. Let's make a dish.
No. All right.
Do you know what this screams?
What?
This screams, I don't cook much at home.
Exactly.
Okay. Where's the fridge?
Refrigerator is empty. What do we got? I feel like we're in like a student flat. Because there's like nothing in it.
No, it's far too clean for a student flat.
Yeah, good point. But like, okay, what do we got? 2 steaks, some eggs, a bit of ham.
Just a few kind of odds and sods. And
This is not someone that cooks.
No, there's not a lot in there.
No. All right, freezer. Oh. Oh, hello.
There's all the goodness.
Look at this stuff.
Scotch fillet. So they buy all the food
They buy
with
the
good
food.
intentions.
They want to cook it. They're not quite sure what to do with it. They leave it in the freezer and forget about it. They need a plan.
Plan.
Everyone's confused. Time for some big answers on this tiny shop.
Well, guys, this has got to be
There's nothing there.
the smallest table.
What did we spend $155
I have no
on?
idea.
I can't believe this little bit of food cost $155.
And I can't believe how when I look at this, I don't see any meals.
I do.
What do you see? Tell me.
Silver side,
Yes.
cabbage,
Yes.
mashed
One.
tatey,
Okay, that's one meal.
and cold the next day with salad.
Well done.
okay,
Where's that
okay.
salad part?
It's in the fridge.
Ah. That is all very good, but How many nights do you cook at home?
Depends how often the granddaughter visits.
How much of this is you looking after your granddaughter?
Well, certainly the meals, the silver side and the
Hang on a
mince.
second. The meals are not for you. The meals are for the granddaughter.
This whole show is back to front.
I understand. If Lola wasn't coming over, you might even have left that out, I feel.
Yes, probably.
So
Okay.
Just to get this right, normally this show is all about the adults buying food for the kids, which generally is all the stuff that the kids want. Not what this is.
So what is this then? This is the stuff that you want.
Pretty much.
You guys are having way too much fun.
What I see is I see a freezer full of really good food. Like, you got lots of good meats in there, you got some vegetables, but you're simply not cooking at home.
We have good intentions because we do sometimes take a meat out in the morning.
Yes, we do.
And then we get home from work and think, bugger this. I don't know what I'm going to have with it.
I can't stay mad at these guys.
I hear that, but I'm not listening to it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's look at some numbers. This is the part that I love.
Yes, let's do it.
Today, what you see here was $155 worth of food. However, the minimum spend for a family of your size in your location to meet dietary requirements is $131.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
So you're very close.
Yes.
However, on top of that $155 that you spent today,
Yeah.
you go out and spend $274 a week on takeaways.
We do.
But that's not good.
No.
Smiling about it isn't the way to go because that totals to about $430 a week that you're spending, and it's just the two of you.
Yep.
That's a total of $22,300 a
Wow.
year.
If you look at that grand spend and break down what's just good out of that spending,
Yeah.
I'm probably going to take away some silver side, a bit of veggies and some mince. What's that, 25
Max.
bucks? That gives us over $400 of pretty much rubbish.
Yeah.
You need fresh ideas, and you need to get healthier so your daughter and granddaughter can be proud of
Yeah.
you. All right, fantastic. So new ideas, fast, quick ideas. Use what you've got.
Yep.
And these takeaways can go to bed.
Are we all good to do this?
We are good.
We're up for
Let's
it.
We're
do
good
that.
to
Let's
go.
nail it.
Let's go.
Let's nail it.
Let's go cook some food.
For that 155, really not getting quality food. So, you know, that's an eye-opener. That's a wake-up call.
Bernie and Jane, they come home after work and they don't have anything that's pulled out. It's all frozen. Let's get takeaways.
Money's not such a big deal for these two.
It isn't, you know, they're empty nesters.
Yeah.
You know, they're both working still.
They are. But it's not about that. It's about the fact that they actually have to use their money the right way.
And they've got to live a healthier life than what they are now.
100%.
Jane and Bernie are living the high life, eating a diet of luxury takeaways and sugary snacks. But all that is about to change with our Eat Well for Less overhaul. Their usual unhealthy treats are now completely out of bounds, with more healthy options packing the pantry. The fridge has been completely transformed and the treasured takeaway menus are most definitely off limits.
Oh, my goodness.
Gosh, that's a bit different, isn't it?
No, so we're not allowed none of this. Bernie, I have no idea what I'm going to do with those ingredients.
We can deal with that.
Well, OK, you're cooking, because I don't know what I'm doing with
I
it.
don't know what that Rassel handout is, though.
I've never heard of that. Never heard of that. OK, shall we see what's in the fridge?
OK, let's have a look at that.
I'm a bit nervous now.
Look at the menu.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, seaweed salad.
Seaweed salad. Who are they trying to kid?
I've got no cheese.
Feta.
A feta. Can't have a feta cheese sandwich. OK, I'm really a bit concerned now.
It's different, isn't it?
It's
a bit different.
Vastly different.
We'll deal with it.
Seaweed salad, really?
Do people eat seaweed?
Jane and Bernie love the ease of takeaways and will do anything to get out of doing the dishes. So Mike has come up with a no excuses, quick and tasty one-pot paella.
Let's do this.
Have you ever cooked a Spanish paella?
No.
They're a great dish, and I thought it would be a good dish to do today. Reason being is, yes, there's a little bit of preparation, but once you actually get it into the oven, walk away.
Walk away.
Do everything but go up the road and get takeaways. Because when you come back, your dinner will be ready. This one's got a little funny twist, okay? Because we're actually going to use chicken wings. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this chicken arm and we're going to slice through this part here. I'll just hold this up so I can show you. And then we're going to break that off there, and then we're actually going to cut all the way through. And then what we have is we have a winglet and a chicken arm.
Continue cutting all the chicken wings and put them on a plate ready to season. Coat with a few cracks of salt, then cover the wings in 1 tablespoon of oil.
Always season and oil the meat. Don't oil the pan.
Right.
Reason being, you oil the meat, what stays on the meat is all that you need. The excess oil stays behind on the plate. If you take the oil and then you put it into the pan and go glug, 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 then you get your chicken and you put it into that oil, A, you've added too much oil to the pan, and B, by the time you take your chicken, you drop it into that oil, the oil's burnt. So you're taking your delicious chicken and you're frying it in burnt oil.
Sauté the chicken wings, turning a few times until lightly golden, then set aside. Thinly slice some flavour-packed chorizo sausage, then dice 1 red onion and chop 4 cloves of garlic. De-seed and roughly cut 2 red peppers before adding them into the hot pan.
We're going to sauté these off just to bring out the aroma of the garlic. You can smell it, you know, that's you know, goodness in a pan there, that aroma that's coming out. That will entice anyone that's coming into this house to walk straight into this kitchen and go, what are you cooking? Because that smells amazing. All-important chorizo sausage, that goes in.
Next add paella or short grain rice, a splash of red wine, a cup of frozen peas, tomato paste and smoked paprika. Then give it a good stir before adding chicken stock. Arrange the chicken back into the pan. Put the oven-proof pan into a preheated oven for 30 minutes until all the stock is absorbed and the rice is cooked. Let the paella rest to soak up any remaining juices, then season with salt and pepper and garnish with some parsley, spring onion and lemon.
Did you find that easy enough?
It was.
And you chop, 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 sauté, put it into the oven faster than you could probably pick up a phone and order takeaways on a Friday night.
Probably.
And you've got something so much better.
Yep.
Okay, shall we go and eat it?
Let's give it a go.
Okay, let's
we're
do
going
it.
to taste this bad boy.
It's heavy, you feel that?
It definitely is.
Ooh.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yum.
Wow. Did you make that?
With some help from my friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Smell it. Yum.
Can't wait to try that. Serve it up.
Okay.
Do it, Bernie. You cooked it, you served it, but you know what?
Get a bit of lemon.
You don't need to do the dishes.
Oh, really?
Looks pretty flash. This 1-pot paella is packed with flavour and fresh, healthy ingredients. But are the family impressed?
This is beautiful.
So what do you reckon? Would you cook this again?
Definitely. When I first saw the list of ingredients, I was a bit overwhelmed, but it's really just simply a matter of cutting them up, sautéing them off, adding the liquids, and we're away.
He's in.
He's in.
Yeah.
This is actually all cooking.
That's right.
Cutting it up, sauteing it off, putting it in. That's all it is.
It's quite simple, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like me to cook this again when you come around, Lof?
Yeah, it's really delicious.
It's great. Do you reckon you'd help me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Olé! This Spanish sensation comes in at just $4.70 per serve, and better still, the dishes can wait. With the first recipe a success, time for our first food swap, starting with Jane and Bernie's favourite, ginger beer.
Okay, cheers.
Tastes different.
It's not as,
Definitely not as gingery.
and it's sweeter.
It's a bit bland, to be honest.
It's not our usual brand.
I don't think I'd buy that one.
No, I mean, it's okay, but I wouldn't, you know, if I had a choice, I'd stick with what we get.
Yeah.
Yep.
Too.
We have swapped it for a cheaper brand. But will Jane and Bernie be persuaded when they find out this one is lower in sodium and sugar than their usual brand? Our next swap requires an immediate taste test from vanilla latte aficionado Jane.
Okay, going in. It's different.
It is different. It's I don't taste
Not my
vanilla.
coffee. I honestly think I could get used to this.
Yeah?
Because I can get stuck in my ways. And I've got to be a bit more open. Don't laugh. Don't be laughing at that.
No, it's true.
So I've got to be quite open-minded and honest because obviously there's a reason for all of this. But yes, I could get used to this.
This new option is lower in sugar and fat. And if Jane makes this a permanent swap, she will also notice some sweet savings on the weekly food bill. The Eat Well for Less team are helping Jane and Bernie get back in the kitchen, cooking fresh, healthy meals to stop their takeaways, treats and food wastage.
Typical weekly shop, a quarter of that is wasted.
Especially with vegetables.
The demand for healthy salad products is increasing, but at the same time, it's one of the top 5 items thrown out every week by Kiwi households. So Ganesh has come to Leader Brands in sunny Gisborne to see how they are trying to reduce salad waste.
G'day, how are you?
Richard.
Richard.
G'day, Grant.
Ganesh, nice to meet you. Now, the two of you look like you've known each other for a while, is that true?
Yeah, that's for sure. In fact, Countdown's been dealing with Leader Brand for over 25 years. So we have to work really closely together to make sure that we've got salads on the shelf every day for our customers.
We're looking at, hey, not just what the customer wants, but what can we grow sustainably, and also what other innovations can we bring? Can we bring new salads, new varieties, new tastes to the table?
Now, this is the most incredibly beautiful field. What varieties do we have here?
So we've got 7 different varieties in here. So we're looking at rocket right here.
Yep.
A little bit of coriander behind you, some red mustard, some mizuna, some red tatsoi. So all of these are going into the fresh salads. They're mostly mesclun mixes.
These fresh salads are chilled, washed and air-dried all year round in New Zealand's most modern salad production facility. And what goes into each bag is a process in itself.
Who decides what goes into what?
So we decide what varieties can go into each bag so they have the right flavour and the right colour, so they look good on the plate as well.
Yeah. You're looking out for us, making sure the bag looks good. You're looking out for us, making sure what goes in the bag is good.
What goes in the bag is good, what we're doing is good for the environment, and it tastes good.
Leader Brand grows around 3,500 hectares of fresh produce each year across farms in Canterbury and right here in Gisborne.
I've got to try some of this rocket. I have my rocket, bit of olive oil, salt and pepper. That's it, no lemon, no vinegar. I just want to taste the rocket, you know?
Smaller bagged salad is one way Leader Brands and Countdown are working together to reduce waste without compromising on freshness and quality.
Recently, we've just launched a single-serve bag. And what that's about, it's enough salad for 1 or 2 people. They eat the whole salad, there's no waste. And then there's a medium-sized bag if you've got a family, and a large bag if you eat a huge amount of salad.
No soggy salad, so people eat more salad, right?
That's it.
That's all we want. But more importantly, can I ride the tractor?
Oh, yes. Let's go.
Come on, boys.
Back in Te Atatu, and Ganesh has a Middle Eastern recipe to encourage Jane and Bernie to get cooking for 2. Shakshuka is a dish that combines eggs, tomatoes and spices to create the perfect meal for any time of the day.
Ganesh's Shakshuka.
Yeah, I wonder what that's like.
You got a crack, eh?
This is going to be fun.
Jane starts by chopping 1 red capsicum, while Bernie chops an onion and 3 cloves of garlic. Add the capsicum, onion and garlic to a hot pan with a dash of olive oil and sauté until caramelised. Put in tomato paste, some chilli flakes and Moroccan spice and mix together.
It smells really good.
Oh, that smells good.
Yeah, I know. Don't burn your nose.
Pour in 2 tins of tomatoes and fresh coriander stems. Keep stirring and season to taste. Remove from the heat, then it's time for the hero of the dish, the eggs.
This looks so different. I've
Does
never
it?
done anything like this before.
It's a hell of a way to poach eggs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Place into a preheated 180-degree oven and fan bake for 8 to 10 minutes until the eggs are poached.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Don't touch the handle.
To finish, top with some crumbled feta, scatter over coriander leaves and serve with pita bread. One pot winner shakshuka is an entire meal in a dish, and all this for a very affordable $4 per serve.
Yeah, let's do this. This will be a keeper. What do you reckon?
Oh, that does taste good.
Actually, this would be a good dish for if we have people over for brunch.
Yeah, absolutely.
They wouldn't believe we cooked it. They'd think we'd taken cooking lessons.
But we did take cooking lessons.
Whoosh.
With Jane and Bernie trying new tastes like feta, now is the perfect time to put feta to our group test. We're at Auckland Harley-Davidson to see if the staff are as particular about feta as they are about bikes.
I like to eat feta straight out of the container. I like to make platters and antipastos, so feta's probably an accessory I put on there, yeah.
And when it comes to selecting their cheese, these riders are no amateurs.
I'd say I'd go for a feta that holds its shape, not only looks good, but has a really good taste, like saltiness.
Today, our riders will be tasting Adela, a handcrafted European feta, creamy feta from Galaxy, a reduced salt feta from Bouton d'Or, Mainland's creamy feta, and the lowest priced of the pack, supermarket own brand feta. They are off and racing. First up is Mainland.
I'm not shy, so I'm getting him first. I'm going to go with that big piece there. Feels like I've just drunk seawater.
Sharp at first, but then after, it's quite nice.
Actually, I quite liked it.
A promising start. Next is the most expensive, Adela.
It's that real stinky, like, blue cheese, like, my mum would probably like that. Yeah.
Have we got some water?
Oh, gross.
Not a crowd favourite. Will the supermarket own brand race into the lead?
It's nice, and the flavour's not so strong.
I think that one is something that you can do a lot with. You could add it to, like, pizza. At least that red one won't give you PTSD like the orange one will.
High praise, but will Galaxy be the brightest star?
Ooh, it's soft. It's fluffy. Good, isn't it?
Looks good to me.
Not much flavour.
You just put the tongue to the roof of your mouth and it just melts.
Well, that's my favourite so far.
That's a good contender. Green light.
Lastly, Bouton d'Or's middle of the road in price, but could it be #1 in taste?
Ooh, that's strong.
Yeah. I might even have another piece.
It's got everything that you would want, I think. Flavour, creaminess.
I like it. I like it a lot. I think so. It just melts in your mouth.
So which feta is better? The winner is the Bouton d'Or reduced salt feta, proving you don't always need to go for the most expensive option to get the best taste.
It held its shape, it was flavoursome, but it wasn't overpowering.
From cheese to chutney, let's put Jane's beloved sandwich spread to the test with another food swap.
Would you like half or a quarter? Because I have a quarter.
OK. I'll have a man-size half.
There you go.
OK. I like it.
Do you? It's quite tarty with the vinegar.
You think you get used to that?
No.
No?
Definitely.
It's definitive, isn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be nice in a toasted sandwich.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We have switched this one, and while it may be healthier, is it a swap too far for Jane? Lola is the driving force behind Jane and Bernie's healthy eating overhaul. So right now, it's time for some grandmother-granddaughter baking time.
Today we are making Mike's canned crumble.
Ooh, that'll be interesting. Something we haven't made before.
Lola pours maple syrup, vanilla essence, and 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice into a bowl. Add chopped pears and mixed berries to the liquid mixture and stir before pouring into a shallow baking dish.
Oh, look at that, all that sauce.
That looks good.
Lola, if you give that a shake, that'll flatten out.
To make the crumble topping, combine oats, coconut sugar, baking powder, and poppy seeds.
Oh, this is the mucky bit. You like this bit?
Yes,
I do not like this bit. OK, are you going to volunteer?
I shall volunteer.
Yay.
Cut butter into cubes before adding to the crumble mixture. Rub the butter into the dry ingredients until crumbly and add a pinch of salt. Scatter the crumble mix over the layer of berries.
I think we're ready. Now we've got to place it in the oven. Cook until the topping starts to brown and serve hot with vanilla ice cream. Ooh. Ooh. OK, shall I wake her in?
Place into an oven preheated to 200 degrees.
Wow. This looks so yummy and it smells, and the ice cream is melting beautifully.
Oh gosh, so many berries in here.
I know.
That's really good.
How long was it, Lola, in the oven? Maybe
20 minutes?
half an hour max? But much healthier version than
Absolutely.
if you make a standard crumble topping.
So wow, Lo, this is the second day in a row we've come and had something healthy and beautiful, delicious.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Pretty strange.
Hey, cheeky.
Strange indeed. Maybe all this healthy talk is starting to sink in. Jane and Bernie, whose healthy food revolution is now in full swing. Jane's beloved breakfast topping, Marmalade, is next for the food swap treatment.
So I'm trying this marmalade, because you know me and my marmalade, and it's actually quite nice.
You don't like the lumpy bits, do you? Has it got too much in there? It's OK?
Looks fine.
Yeah? Tastes good?
Tastes different. It's not quite as sweet.
OK.
But it tastes nice.
OK.
I would buy this.
Good.
If it's different.
If it's different.
We'll wait and see, but I do like it.
It's a yes from Jane, and it's a nice little saving if this new marmalade sticks. The takeaways these two consume are not only a hit on their wallet, but also their health. So Ganesh has an Asian dish that is high in heart-healthy fats from fish, avocado and seeds, and packed full of vitamins and antioxidants.
So this is a salmon sushi bowl. Now, what's great about doing food like this, it's fresh, it's good for you, low in cholesterol, the rice that we're using, high in antioxidants, and it's gonna really look after you. We're gonna use black rice today. It's very fine, but secret with the black rice, don't wash it.
Why?
Because the antioxidants are on the rice, so you wanna keep them in there. That's the stuff that's gonna be good for you, all right? It's gonna look after you.
All right.
So, let's get the rice in there.
For 2 cups of rice, add 3½ cups of water and bring it to the boil. Trim the bottoms of the bok choy and separate the leaves. Give them a good wash before adding Japanese rice vinegar and soy sauce. Mix it all together and then place in the fridge for 30 minutes to pickle. Check on the rice and have a quick taste.
Have you had miso before?
I've had miso soup.
Great, so you know exactly what it's like. And the best thing about miso is it's great for your gut health.
Okay.
Right? It looks after you, makes sure that you're really strong and your system works really well.
To make the pickle for the carrot sticks, add miso paste, grated ginger, chili flakes, grated garlic and sugar to balance the acidity. Give it a good mix and put into the fridge and let the flavours work their magic.
Beautiful piece of salmon, 1 centimetre cubes, all right? It means that the soy and the sesame get in there.
Coat the fresh salmon cubes in sesame oil, soy sauce and sesame seeds. Mix through so everything is coated evenly. Prep a nice ripe avocado and the pickled bok choy ready to assemble. Drain the rice, then it's time to put it all together. Place some rice in the bottom, then pile on the remaining ingredients. Edamame beans, the pickled bok choy and carrots, the succulent salmon and the avocado.
Okay, I'm putting the seaweed in, which concerns me somewhat.
Yes, but, there's always a but you're willing to try it?
Absolutely going to try it.
That's all I'm asking for.
Yep.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Completely different, but just as delicious.
Yep. They both look yummy.
Lovely. Shall we go and eat it?
Let's do it.
Fantastic. After you.
Thank you.
If it tastes as good as it looks, this is one dish sure to be a regular fixture on Jane and Bernie's takeaway-free meal plan.
It's a visual symphony. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, that's a good
That's
sign.
a feast
That's a
on
good
the
sign.
eye.
It is.
He's happy with that. And the smell. Shall we see what it tastes like?
Hell yeah.
Let's
Excellent,
get into
excellent.
it. I can't believe
Come on now.
the salmon. Beautiful.
I like the feel of the salmon in my mouth. It's velvety.
It's velvety.
Yeah.
That's what it's meant to be.
Yeah.
And the seaweed. I am so surprised that I like the seaweed salad.
And it's so good for you.
So, is this a success?
Oh, no question about it. This is a goer.
Yeah, we're doing this again. I'm loving this.
High five.
Ganesh's sushi bowl comes in at $8.60 per serving. But what about store-bought, so-called healthy takeaways? Is there such a thing? Amanda Bryan is here to tell us what we should watch out for.
Amanda, what do we have here?
So I've brought along today a selection of takeaways that might be considered a bit more healthy than your usual burger, fries and pizzas. And what I would like you to do is select the option that you think is the healthiest.
Ooh, and what have we got here?
So we have a tuna mayo and avocado sushi, a chicken Caesar salad, a falafel and bean salad with avocado, and then a crispy chicken wrap.
I'm looking at the sushi, I'm going, yes, sushi's probably quite healthy, but a lot of carbohydrates. Looking at the Caesar salad, those are some big chunks of iceberg lettuce.
I'm looking at the falafel salad, and I'm thinking to myself, falafel, high protein. This feels really healthy to me. Fried chicken, dead carbohydrates, that's my least favorite.
I'm gonna go Caesar salad for the healthiest for me.
And my number one is the falafel salad.
So Ganesh, you're not wrong with the falafel bean salad there. That is a great choice. It's got lots of vegetable, lots of nutrients, fibre to keep you full. Also the protein from the falafel, that's going to be good for you too, and the healthy fats from the avocado. But one thing we probably can't see from all these meals just sitting here is they're actually all high in sodium. We know that too much sodium is not a good thing for our risk of high blood pressure.
How do you avoid the pitfalls when you're after a healthier takeaway option?
So there's a couple of key things that we need to be mindful of. So sauces is one thing that can really push up the sodium, even the fat content in a meal. You can actually ask for the sauce to go on the side. With the crispy chicken wrap there, it's deep fried. So we can just ask for something to be grilled or baked, a different choice.
So what you're saying is be confident with what you want because you're paying for it.
Absolutely. You're the customer. Pay for the meal that you want. Ultimately, with takeaways, we only want to be having them as an occasional thing, enjoying them when we have them, but making sure we're having the majority of our meals at home so we know exactly what's going in them.
It's been a big week of change for empty nesters Jane and Bernie. With takeaways strictly off limits, they've been learning to cook healthy meals for two. But have they finally kicked their fast food habit?
What do you reckon, Mike?
Jane and Bernie. Jane and Bernie.
We've given them the skills. We've given them the tips.
We've also given them some really fast and healthy recipes.
So it's really up to them now, isn't it?
Well, it is. They've got to do it for their daughter and their granddaughter.
Absolutely.
Do you think they've done it?
I hope so.
Here we are.
Knockity knock.
You ready?
Do it.
Hello, Sam.
Michael.
Are you well?
I'm well.
Good to
Ganesh, how are
see you, Bernie.
Jane and Bernie.
Oh,
Here they are.
well.
Here they
It
are.
feels like we've been away for so long.
Mike and I were talking about this earlier on. We both have daughters. If our daughters had come up to us and said, we're really worried about your health, I would do anything in my power, so would he, to sort ourselves out. So how have you been?
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah. We left you with some pretty incredible dishes.
Yeah.
Did you find them fast and easy?
And tasty. So tasty.
Run us through them.
So there was the paella. You know what I liked about that?
What?
Quick, easy, and could be a base for a whole bunch of things.
Totally.
Oh, a berry crumble.
Yes.
Lola helped me with that.
Did you serve it with a little bit of vanilla ice cream?
We did.
Stop it!
Yeah.
And then we had the shakshuka.
Oh, taste. And again, you can switch it out for other things.
You make me so happy saying these
Yeah,
things.
you could.
I think it's great that you've taken the recipes that we've given you.
Yeah.
You've made them, and probably foremost, you've actually enjoyed them.
Yeah. Thoroughly enjoyed
Absolutely.
them.
Yeah.
The fact that you're talking about cooking more
Yeah.
and reducing the amount of takeaways, we've already won.
But let's see if we can actually save you some money while we're at it.
Excellent.
Goodie?
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
I love this part.
This is the best. All right, let's talk about some of the things that you had big crosses on and some of the things you had to try over the week. How'd you go with marmalade?
Looks fine.
Yeah?
Tastes different, but I would buy this. Swap.
Oh, that was fast.
That was too easy. Let's talk about this. Why was it so simple?
It tasted different. It actually wasn't as sweet as the one I usually buy, but it was really good.
So you enjoyed it.
I did.
And when you say swap, you're saying, I'm happy to swap.
I'm happy to swap, and I believe it was swapped from what I normally get.
Well, it was a swap.
Oh!
There you go. That's what you had.
Okay.
And it was delicious.
It was.
And you're happy.
Yes.
But here's something else that's delicious. Saving of $1.90 per jar.
It is good, because I probably have a jar a fortnight.
Wow.
I have it most mornings.
There you go.
Yeah.
So $2, we're saving about $50 a year. But you know what? It all adds up
It does.
in this game.
Yep.
All right, so that's a swap?
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay, so it's the end of the day. You reach into the fridge and you grab a nice cold ginger beer.
Okay, cheers.
It's a bit bland, to be honest.
It's not our usual brand.
I don't think I'd buy that one. I didn't like it.
His face changes when he doesn't
Yeah.
like something, I've just noticed. And yes, it was a swap, but that's how much you will save. It's got less sugar and it's cheaper. Is it worth a swap?
I've got to be honest. I think I would just cut right back on the frequency.
You're making us
answer.
really happy.
Good answer.
That's fantastic.
I mean, if you're gonna eat something or drink something, you've got to enjoy it.
So you'll have the expensive stuff, but less of it.
Correct.
So that's not a swap, but you can't win them all. So, the chutney.
I like it.
Do you? It's quite tarty with the vinegar.
That'd be nice in a toasted sandwich.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I didn't like the chutney.
Oh.
Oh boy, she's got her arms on her hips.
Oh.
I'm in trouble.
We've got a straight no.
I got a straight no on that one.
Here's the kicker. I loved the chutney.
Oh boy. All right, domestic.
How long have you been married? I think we're all right.
We're all
Been
right.
together a long time.
Well, let's see if it was a swap or not. Yes, it was a swap. Will this price saving change your mind?
It won't change my mind.
We might be buying 2 types of chutney.
Oh,
hang on a second.
I don't know whether it works like
That's
that.
not how the show works. I'm sorry. No, we don't want to double down on the chutney in the fridge for 2 people. But what do you reckon? Do you reckon you'll go down this road?
Jane's more the chutney eater than I am.
There you go.
So there you go.
There you go.
Possibly not a swap.
Possibly not a swap. Okay. That's
all right.
That's cool. We tried.
We can give you that one. Now, the next one I think was quite a big one because it was one of the biggest purchases in your original shop. Can you think of what I'm saying?
Coffee? I'm a bit scared.
Only one way to find out.
It's different.
It is different.
I could get used to this, but it actually wasn't too bad. Surprisingly, because I do love what I buy normally.
Because that packet that you had was a bulk packet.
Yes.
I think it had like 26 servings in it.
Yes.
Yeah. We did, in fact, swap it, and we swapped them for this guy. So your pack was a big monster pack. This is a smaller pack. There's 10 servings in this. This also has less sugar, less fat.
Oh.
Ah.
And a saving of $2.30.
Win-win.
Yeah.
Win-win.
For sure.
That's 23 cents.
Yeah.
Every time you put one of those into a cup and have a little...
Yeah.
And the health reasons alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Goodie?
Yep.
Goodie.
Good job, team. Good job.
I'm happy with these swaps. It's good for you guys because we've managed to save you some money.
Yes.
You remember, $1.55 supermarket shop, $2.74 takeaways.
Brought it up to $4.30 for 2 of you.
That's a lot.
Yep. We have halved your takeaway bill for the week. You could go further.
Yeah.
You could cut it down to 1 night a week and have it as something that you do on a Friday night.
We've saved you about $92 net a week, but you have to commit to cooking more meals.
Yep.
But that adds up to about $4,800 a year in savings.
That's a holiday.
Straight away, the numbers sung out to me. $92 a week, $4,800 a year. Here's the real bonus, 5, 10, 15 years on our life to spend with our kids.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
So do we have a commitment, though?
You do.
How many days a week are you going to cook now?
I reckon 6 at least.
She's taking it up. She's taking it up a notch.
Yeah.
You both have a real adventurous spirit. That's why you've come this far, so hold on to that.
Yeah.
Top job.
Yeah.
Top job.
Good job, team.
It was an absolute pleasure meeting you.
You've done very well.
Thank you.
Very well.
You're 2 amazing people.
So glad we've done this because we've learnt from it and we're committed to it. So we're going to benefit from this financially and health-wise. So you can't not be happy about it.
Yeah, and we're doing it together. That's the big thing.
I think that went well.
That went really well. You know what we should do? We should turn up next week for dinner. What are you doing on Wednesday?
He did invite us back, didn't he?
Wednesday? Can you do Wednesday?
Possibly. What about Tuesday?
I'll do Tuesday.
Tuesday?
I got that thing on Tuesday.
Wednesday then.
I still got that thing on Wednesday.
Oh, you got a thing on Wednesday
I got
as well.
to check about the thing on Tuesday if it clashes with the thing on Wednesday.
Okay, then we'll check on Friday.
That was on the Friday.
Friday would be a good night.
Tuesday, Friday. Exactly.
Unannounced.
What are you going to wear?
I'll just go in this. I'm ready. Cool. Shorts, baby.
Cool.